Stop.
I'm on the chopping block, man. Let's go blow for blow, bro. Let's ask the real questions, man.
Vote. Mom, this is my day, but I need you there. This is important for me. 3.
Take that in as a child from your mom. That's your mom.
2. This episode was more so to open eyes. 1.
Dear mama, there's no way that we could pay you back, but the plan is to show you that we understand. You are appreciated. This is the neighborhood therapist. Rocking with my brother Mike B as always.
Yeah.
And this is the Black Man Misunderstood podcast.
Kiko got them beats, baby.
Advocate, hope. Lesson starts when the teacher actually ends. Now, lesson starts when the teacher actually ends. Now, lesson starts when the teacher actually ends. Now, fuck them casual trends. We going all in. Now, welcome to the growth. Keep it brief, this how it goes. Some keep it real, others keep doing the most. Some keep it real, others keep doing the most. Some keep it real, others keep doing the most.
What's up with it, bro?
Not much, bro. It's this episode's about to bring some stuff out. I don't think a lot of people understand. Well,
Yeah.
a lot of people know. I'm not gonna say understand. I'm gonna say that they know.
So this episode is completely unstructured. I talked to Mike B and I was like, yo, every episode we have a valid point. We got talking points. You know, we hit on those topics because we really put our mind to it and we think about it. I said, this episode, let's see what happens when we do it organic. So there's no notes. There's no direction. We just know the title of the episode is Dear Mama. And we will jump right into it. So, Mike, off the top of my head, I'm just going to ask you questions that I guess we don't ask each other as Black men. Whether it's just fear of, I don't know, rejection, or you just feel like, hey, that's something personal, don't ask. But how do you really feel getting to this point and not being able to tell your mom?
Dang, you cut me deep early, bro.
I'm going to really ask you questions that I know I really want answers to. Me personally, I want answers to, and that I know is going to help somebody else. So I got to. And you cut my ass deep last episode.
You know what? You ain't never lie. But nah, so getting to this point without Mom Dukes being in, being able to talk to her, it's been very, very hard. I don't talk about it a lot, but it's definitely been a difficult thing for me to deal with. Growing up, you know, you always think about, all right, your mom's gonna be there, your father's gonna be there, your siblings gonna be next to you, standing at the altar and whatnot. When it comes to the wedding and everything, and then it's mother-son dance, and I've always, when I was little, I always like, oh, me and my mom, we're gonna get it. I'm gonna get the dance with my mom, like, and I'm not gonna have that opportunity to do it at my wedding, right? So it hurts deep. Like we already know the plan is for me to dance with Keisha at the wedding. Anybody who knows me, if when it comes time for the mother-son dance at the wedding, if you are there, my sister will be dancing, which everyone would probably expect that at this point in time. But it's hard because, you know, I wanted to be mama, and big sis looking over my shoulder and making sure, like, yeah, it's my little bro, he's good, right? But here's the irony about this whole situation. So at my old church, when we used to put on programs for Mother's Day and everything, like when I was growing up, I used to see all the older kids, the teenagers, the young adults do this dance with their mom. So before my mom died, I actually got the opportunity to dance with my mom. So having that opportunity, I reflect on it and be like, all right, I danced with my mom. I got the opportunity to dance with my mom, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm not gonna have the opportunity to ever do it again. So that everlasting memory is edged in my brain, and that's just only the wedding aspect. Like when it comes to life, my sister has been at every point in time, and my mom would have been at every single point. Like if you to go back and look at it, it's my mom actually missed every major key point in my life of big events. If you think about it, she missed all the graduations, 8th grade, high school, college. She missed my prom. She missed both my senior days, senior night in high school, my senior day in college. She missed the day I proposed. like all these major events, even the award that I got last year, she missed that. So I think I think back to it, and I'm like, mom was here, she'd have been at every single last event, standing up right next to Keisha, proud, clapping her hand, not saying, "Oh, that's my son," because my mom was a quiet soul, but she had a lot of pride in her kids. But just co-signing everything Keisha has already said or would have been saying to this day. So it's edged in my brain that my mom's not there, but I know she's watching from above. So it hurts, but I got to push through it because I'm still living, and every day on this earth, I'm trying to make her proud. So
I respect that. I'm gonna talk to 2 major points that you said. So the first thing was you said she missed all these major events. I don't agree. I feel that she missed them in regards to this realm.
Yes.
As far as, for you physically being able to touch her. I 100% believe that mom has been there in spirit. I've been to some of those events, and I get the goosebumps. I felt that. I know you felt that.
Amen.
Okay. Second thing is, you said the event, the award that you won. You got to let listeners know what that award was. That award was a Man of Perseverance award. And I need you to understand, you just told us why you won that award. Everything you just said to us, you still persevere, bro. From me to you, bro, again, it's different when it comes from me because I've been rocking with you since like Crooked Glasses, my G. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it just, I'm giving you your flowers, bro. Like I had to ask that question because it's like a fear, bro. Like I'm with you all the time, but it's like, damn, you don't just bring that up. You know what I mean? Like you can't do that. But why? My question is why? Why can't you just pull somebody to the side and ask them that type of question? Is it because we feel like it's selfish, or you know what I'm saying? Like it's just those are just the type of questions that roam around my head.
I don't think that it's a selfish question. What I think it's a comfortability question. So it's like, do I ask one of my closest friends this deep down, we know hurts them to the core question that's going to bring out all types of different emotions, and get them into that moment. And I feel as though with your statement is that we shy away from it because we don't want to bring up all those mixed emotions, even though it's probably best for us to have that conversation because it's letting out all those emotions that either being harbored inside or not being brought out healthily. You get me?
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna hit you with another question, and then I want you to hit me with 2 questions of your own. So a real life question that I really do sit there and I ponder. Um, you got people that you personally know. I ain't gonna say no names because I can spotlight people, i.e., myself. You got people that you personally know that do not have the best relationship with their moms, but their moms are still alive. That doesn't mean that they don't rock with their moms. It's just that you actually in real time watch them get into tits with their moms. You watch them lose contact and then regain contact, then lose contact, regain contact. Now, little bro Dean said something powerful the last episode. The sibling episode.
Yeah.
He was like, "Yo, cherish your mom." Because that's you know what I mean, that's real. But I hear him and I respect everything he's saying, but you, Mike, since you're around it nonstop, because I know in your head you're already like, yo, dog, just these two people for sure be warm with their mom, right?
Yeah.
What are your real thoughts, bro? I'm gonna put myself on the chopping block. When I be telling you that, like, you know what I mean? Like I'm going through X, Y, and Z. What are your thoughts? Because you're like, damn, bro, what, like, is it a damn, bro, get your shit together, or is it a oh wow?
So I'll tell you this, because I think at this point in time, our listeners will kind of understand my way of thinking about things or the way I go about things. So nothing's ever really just black and white with me. I've always said there's a lot of gray.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody's situation's a little different, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's not like the said individuals, including yourself, are going around smacking your mom upside their head.
No, of course not.
And spewing this hot fire out into the world. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. We're not, not dragging them, dirty laundry.
Not dragging them in the mud and like that's, I think,
regardless of what they think.
Yeah, regardless of what they think. Yeah, definitely are not dragging your parents in the mud. Like if you guys brought up your mom, that's a deep conversation between brothers, friends.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna get out and go anywhere. I think to be honest with you guys, I get a little disappointed on how you guys speak on your parents sometimes. But at the same time, I do understand the emotions you guys are going through. So it's like it's a tale of two coins, and I'm like, I just can't bash them for them thinking about their mom in this way or talking about their mom in this moment. That's just how they're feeling and what they're going through. So that's how I look at you guys' relationship. But even still, like, to be honest with you guys, it's if anything were to happen and it was an emergency, y'all drop everything to go do it for your mother. And that's a complete aspect that people miss. Families are gonna fuss and fight and not agree and disagree. But when it comes to emergencies or times we need to get together, people drop all that and get together and go help each other. And you guys do that. So you guys have no problem with me. It's just I ask those internal questions to myself, but then realize at the same time what's going on. But if you want to take it to a step further, like other people out, that when you expand my circle and I see that, it's basically like a slap in the face to me, because I've seen individuals yell at their mom, close car doors on their mom because they didn't get their way. And when I tried to, this is an example, I tried to talk to individuals about it, they completely shut off and tried to shut me out. Like, I could understand you disagreeing with your mom, but when you're doing that in public, when you're doing that in front of your close friends, when you do something that almost harms the individual, That don't sit well with me. I can't keep my mouth quiet on stuff like that. No way. Because if my mom was here, that would never happen. I'm not yelling at my mom for no. Oh, not well. Actually, no. I don't think I would ever yell at my mom because that's not me. I'm not gonna yell at my mom. No, I would never yell at my mom. And plus, my mom was such a quiet person. My mom would yell at me more than I would even think to even do that when I was younger. Like when my mom. The crazy thing is when my mom yelled and was barking at people, I sit down and shut up. There's no talking. Because my mom was that quiet soul you knew had power, but you crossed the wrong and brought out that side, you in for a rude awakening. So when I see the disrespect of a mother and you don't know all the full, but you also got to know the full context, right?
Yeah.
Or get the gist. Or get the gist of what's going on. What people in my immediate circle, I understand the whole picture. So I know what's going on, but I know how they truly feel about their mother. Like, it's not like you would like you get married, you're not on talking terms. You're not inviting your mom. Your mom's coming. And you gonna at some point y'all gonna have to chalk it up and get it settled. Be like, Mom, this is my day, but I need you there. This is important for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I know any other individual in my immediate circle will do that. Like, because be frank, a lot of people. It's funny to me. A lot of people in my circle don't have a good relationship with their mom, but it's not to the point where they're not talking to their mom or drop everything to go help their mom.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So that's funny that you brought it up, and I actually never really thought about it until you asked that question. Like I thought about those decisions, choices, the words that you're saying about them, but I never actually thought and looked at my circle and be like, yo, why everybody talk to their mom like that? But it kind of makes sense though that I was level-headed with those situations. And
Always.
only when it gets to the crazy points that I was saying earlier, physical, yelling in public, doing it in public, in front of friends, those were the only times that I spoke out. Because what goes between you and your mother, that's for you and your mother to deal with. That ain't for the world. That ain't for the world. And I don't think people understand that. So those is to answer your questions, bro.
Okay. I'm on the chopping block, man. Let's go blow for blow, bro. Let's ask the real questions, man.
All right, real question.
Real questions, bro.
And this is a question I actually thought about for a while. So, with the situation of your household while growing up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your sisters alluded to it in the previous episode. Did you hold your mom as the number one issue to why there? I wouldn't say there wasn't stability in your home,
Mm-hmm.
but for, let's just say, fluctuation of how the household structure was at home for you.
So I think there's a misconception with me. A lot of people that have been inside our home have seen the ups and the downs, right?
Mm-hmm.
But because me and my sisters are so private about our mom, because believe it or not, a lot of people don't really know the true story about, what is going on in there. And we keep it like that on purpose. So it may look how it looked to people, but honestly speaking, to us, it was always stable. Even I know that personal stories. You've seen actual things go down. You know what I'm saying? Things that are not supposed to be normal, as they say, air quotes, in homes, in a healthy household and things like that. But to us, because we are so seasoned, and I feel like we've become so comfortable being uncomfortable. It's stable to us because the stability to, and I don't want to speak for my sisters, but stability to me is the person providing, and are y'all eating, and is the person showing love? I never not saw any of that from my mom. So anything outside of that was going on around me, I always chalked it up to that this is a product of where I live. Not the house, my environment. You see what I'm saying? Because the people that you see, whether it's coming to the doorstep or interacting with us, was our environment. So yes, that had a direct effect on what was happening inside the household. But for me to sit here and say, well, mama, you think you could do this better? Like, bro, I have conversations all the time with my wife, and I'm just like, yo, I don't understand. Like, I be literally thinking about like prom. Case in point, bro, prom. We shared a car with JP. We rented a car. I got this whole tux. You know what I'm saying? From down the hill. This whole spill. Mama paid for the actual I think you gotta pay the ticket for prom and things like that. Bro, how? Mother was barely making it. And I'm not trying to tell my mama business things like that, but like to me, I'm just like, it's so profound. I'm like, yo, this wasn't cheap. This wasn't cheap. How did she pull this off? You see what I'm saying? It's just her. She got 3 kids. How is she pulling this off? My sisters want to go on field trips. That costs money. But she pulling together money, still paying rent, still making ends meet, and got time to here's money to go to prom and things like that. Now, granted, yes, I was working, but I was working on and off. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So, like I said, to me, the stability, it's always been stable, because if I wasn't stable, I wouldn't have gotten this far. She always enlisted life into us. She always preached there's a better way. You need to be greater than your parents. And that's just what it is. And she was always, that's something she always stood on. She was like, I don't care what you see in this household, you will be greater than me. That was my purpose for having you. You see what I'm saying?
Yo, that's a very deep point, because now I asked that question, knowing some of the stories, not everything, of course. We don't have to tell everything to the world. But it's just, I asked that question to basically get the mindset to see, was it really Mom Dukes, or was there some other outlying factor, which you just said it was the environment, which makes total sense to me. Makes total sense to me. Hey, that happens. Sometimes you just gotta grow up where you can grow up.
Let me take it a
Don't
step
realize
further.
that.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna take it a step further, man. I'm gonna jump all the way out the window on this one. And you can choose to rope me in, or you can just let me skydive into the ocean, bro.
Oh Lord. Okay. Listen.
It was so stable that my mother preached the fact that you need to protect women at all costs. So that anytime I would see somebody, on the street, I don't care if she knew them since childhood, if they respond to her inactively, bro, I was ready to end them. You see what I'm saying? And people, listen, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Again, the laws. What is it? Laws of statute. They're gone. Okay. It's been 10 years. Okay. I'm not dry snitching either, though. But listen, there have been multiple times, because of my environment, the way I was raised, where I thought protecting my mom meant putting you in the ground because you chose to speak to her a certain type of way. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
But I appreciate my environment, and I also appreciate my mom for that, because that comes full circle from the teachings that she gave me, and it also came full circle from me being outside and them being like, yo, we know mamas be tripping, bro, but don't let nobody disrespect your mom. I couldn't have, you see what I'm saying? I couldn't really take that in as a child from your mom, that's your mom. You're like, okay, don't let nobody harm you. Don't let nobody. Okay, mom. But when you go in the streets, and you those as a kid, you looking up to those guys and the rappers and athletes and eventually the Malcolm X's and things like that. Eventually, but when you see all of that and those people are preaching, mom is the greatest. Don't violate mom. If somebody try to cross mom, you got to do X, Y, and Z. And then remember, you top that on top of the music I was listening to. You know what I mean? I became this explosive person that I was like, I wish you would say something out of pocket to my mother. Like, watch your mouth. You see what I'm saying?
The funny thing is, you still like that to this day, though.
I am, but now I got to be candid because I don't want to be a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Even though I've become this explosive person, yo, watch how you speak to my mom. Watch how you making my mom feel and stuff like that. On that, I've in a way turned around and I've become that person to my mom. Now I don't speak crazy to my mom. Like I don't do it anymore. I don't have time for it. Like as a kid, I was just, man, mom, whatever, out the window. Remember, because she had the lock on the door. But you know what I'm saying? But now, but now it's kind of like a to get from my place of peace, for me to get to a place of peace, I'm like, I just can't respond to her. And in a way, I kind of feel like I'm part of you get to little moments where you feel like you're a part of the reason why your parents feel a type of way and things like that. And we don't know for sure unless we ask. But like the shit gets real, bro. We don't talk about the dynamic of the black man and the single mom. Especially if you're the only son.
Facts.
It's different, bro. The dynamic is different because as the only son, I feel like it's my duty to protect my mom. Even though I got a whole wife at home, you're supposed to leave your mom and cling to your wife. But there's still moments where I just be like, yo, y'all got me fucked up. Like, y'all know it's nothing for me to take a flight and beat your motherfucking ass, right? Watch how you speaking to my mother. Like, I'm still like that, bro. But I have to be careful. People gotta understand. Once you hit a certain age, your mom is grown. And you should always protect your mom. You should always be there for your mom. But our moms got to make decisions for themselves. And you got to allow them to do that. You are not their father. That's something my mom used to always do. Boy, you're not my father. I'm like, all right, I hear you. And people don't understand. My mother is full-blooded Guyanese. Like, you'll never know that because she's so Americanized. But my mother is like full-blooded. It comes out. And I just, it's not that I'm trying to be her father. It's like I'm your son. I'm not tolerating disrespect. But then how can you say I'm not tolerating disrespect when there's certain things you do as a son that can be viewed as disrespectful? So, bro, it's really a mental health thing, man. I'm trying to tell people, bro, go seek therapy, bro. That's for everybody, fam, because there's things we don't think about that, man. That's an unconscious thing. That's something I had to learn along the process.
Yeah, man. Definitely. Whew. That first question for me is a doozy.
Come on, man. Hit me with it, man.
Oh, man. All right. So, wow. That question, that makes a whole lot of sense. And so, and you said a couple of things there about protecting your mom. That is a code in the hood that I think is now changing.
It's weird, right?
Right?
It's weird.
Because we knew Mom Dukes was off limits, right? Or when people try to come check your mother was already, I'm talking about this is anybody's mother in the hood at this point. Your mom was already ready to like, excuse me? He lives here, but you ain't coming in this house right now.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah,
And I feel like
talk that shit, bro.
I feel like this this new generation lost that respect. People not respecting nobody no more. Oh, you talking greasy to me? I'm coming to your house. I'm gonna clap your mama. As soon as she opened the door, no questions asked. Bang bang. It's so weird. So me bringing that up, my question to you is, how are we supposed to feel, our generation, right?
Mhm.
When we have kids, or if we already have kids, and a situation happens, or a situation comes up that way, how are we supposed to deal with it in this day and age? The mother, right? I'm just asking you this question because that's it's crazy to me how it switched.
I'm not going to be careful when I answer this because I know that the listeners don't want careful from me. They want honesty, they want truth. But I'm warning you, you're not going to like this answer. Okay? I am training my children the way that I have lived, only in the aspect of protection. Okay? It's not up to you. I don't care how you feel the way that I'm going to train my children. I'm doing it regardless. If they get into a tizzy, I'm gonna call it a tizzy at school,
Mm-hmm.
and a kid says, "You know what? I'm tired of you. I'm gonna be at your house at this time. I'm gonna blow your mom down." Cool. My kids are already going to be instructed and taught how to use a firearm. Yeah, I'm taking it there. And if your child knocks on my door and got that same energy and they show any signs of a weapon, my child is to protect their household. That goes for strangers, anything. And now I need people to be understood. Okay, I'm in Texas, so that means I had to properly get trained on how to use firearms. That don't mean we just squeeze in the squeeze. You have to identify, who are you? What are you here for? Are you trespassing or do you come in peace? Identify. Okay. When the person identifies, they better be identifying as, oh, I was just playing. I came here to apologize. But if you come in trying to kick doors into things like that, I don't care how old you are. My child has been instructed to protect this. You remember Ray Lewis back in the day, Under Armour? We must protect this house.
Yo, that was such a classic. But yeah.
Yo, I'm dead serious, Mike. I am instructing my children to protect this house. Don't worry about them consequences. Your father, will deal with that. If I'm not home, protect this house. Okay. So let me speak to that. The really what you want to talk about, man. If somebody is threatening to come for our mom because it's a new generation, bro, people got to understand the people that came before you were savages before you. To my young brothers, my young sisters, yeah, young savages. Like I saw that video when I think it was in New York, and she ran up the stairs and was just slapping the shit out the girl mama. She had beef with the daughter, but the kid went and found the mom and was slapping the shit out of it. Boom, this your mama, right? Boom, this your mama, right? Fuck this shit. Boom, boom. And I'm like, at first, the savage in me was like, yo, that's wow. And I'm laughing to myself. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. But when I thought about that shit in hindsight bias, I was like, yo, they're gonna have to kill her. You see what I'm saying? Because I'll be damned if I find out somebody walked up into my house, bro. Well, no, it's not my house, but you know where my mama live at. And somebody bang my line and be like, yeah, bro, you know, we at your mom's right now, bro. Her face all bloody and bruised because such and such who you was beefing with back in the day took it upon himself. He couldn't get to you because you in Texas. He slapped your mama or stuff like that. Say less, bro. You got me fucked up. It's always on site with that. I'm not mincing my words. I understand I'm a professional. I understand it's a lot to lose and stuff. But let's be real about that. At the end of the day, my mama is always my mama. You better fucking not. I will bring harm to your whole life. But the thing about it is, bro, it's only a certain amount of people in the world like that, bro, that will really take it there. You know what I'm saying? Because when I grew up, bro, you know, me and my cousin, I ain't gonna say his name on here, you know, we had a whole situation, bro. where we was beefing with somebody and they took us as far to walk in the house where, you know, his daughter lived, and they violated, shut the whole house up. You know what I'm saying? Daughter,
Mhm.
mom, all, you know what I mean? All these people that was in there, and I'm like, yo, like, we gotta respond to that. We have to respond to that. You just a whole family. I'm not gonna take it no further than that, but I'm just telling you, there are real life situations out here in these streets, and y'all youngins are taking it too far. You ain't never really been in a war until you start hurting children and moms. Cause the way we grew up, bro, like you said, moms was off limits, kids was off limits. Everybody else is fair game. You see what I'm saying? Really, and
Mhm.
back in the day, how you get back at somebody if it's, you know, if it's man versus man beef, you see if he got a sister and you try to get his sister, you try to lovey-dovey on his sister. You're not trying to rape the young lady. You're trying to, like, you know, make him feel bad, like, I had sex with your sister, bro. Now do something. You're trying to make the sister fall in love with you to make him feel bad. That's, you know, that's how far we, not to say it wasn't some savages around, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
this has gone way too far, bro. The fact that you even bringing that up, you of all people, Mike, bringing that up, blows my mind. Because I'm like, yo, Mike wasn't nowhere near none of that bullshit. None of
Nope.
it. You know what I'm saying? That's my world, bro. Those are my trenches. I like, bro, I've actually seen motherfuckers walk upstairs. Yeah, it's the motherfucking mom right here, right? And I gotta grab him like, yo, no, we not doing that. Not in front of me anyway. Who the fuck what you doing? I'm not there. We're not doing that in front of me. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's supposed to be a code, and that code has been broken, man. And I just don't understand these young bucks. And it's like, I get it though, man. Where's the guidance? Who really failed them? Was it us? Or was it our fathers? Was it our
Mm-hmm.
grandfathers? I don't know. I don't have those answers, bro. But yes, I see it and I'm not feeling it. But answering your original question, what am I going to do? I just told you, I'm gonna train my child up to protect the home. And I don't care what that, you know, what comes from that. They protect the home. And it ain't gotta be gunplay. It could be handwork, knife work, whatever. But they will defend that home. And don't get it twisted. To be honest with you, you'd be a dumb fuck to come into that house anyway, because my wife on go. And shit. So the worst part about it, bro, peep game. The worst part about it is I've already given my wife, you see, they go that tactics word again. See, mercenary. I've given my wife the tactics that she needs to survive. And she's so cold that when she harm you, she's a nurse. She got a caring heart. She gonna patch you up. You gonna be sick. Come on.
She got the tourniquet ready.
You got the tourniquet ready. You gonna be sitting there in pain, and she's still gonna take the time, even though you was there to harm her. And she gonna, here you go. Let me wrap that up for you. Okay, cool, cool. But you got to sit there until the police get here, because if my husband get here, you're not gonna make it out of here. So I need you to just sit there and bleed for a little bit. I stopped the bleeding, but it's still gonna hurt. I just need you to sit there though. Don't try to do anything else, because my husband not gonna play with you, and my kids, they're like my husband. So please just sit there. Because, bro, I'm telling you right now, I'm calling it. The only caring heart in that house is going to be my wife. Because my kid's going to be on 10, bro. They come like, Uncle Mike, how are you? They're going to punch you right in your stomach, bro.
They better die. I'm going to flip them upside down and beat them. Shoot.
Yo, they're going to be on 10, bro.
That's funny. Now, that's funny. But no, I appreciate the tape, though. I really do appreciate the tape.
Yeah, it's foul. It's foul in these streets, man.
Yeah, man. Where do we go to next, bro?
I don't know, man. You know, we gotta give them a real show, because we're doing the whole full access now. So only so much will make it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's only right that we go super deep this last run through.
All right.
And then this super deep right here will only make it for the full access. Like, it's like they're unlocking the hidden characters, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Understood over here.
So it got to be something like really, really profound off the top of the head, man. Why do we have so many black single moms in the hood?
Whew. You know me, I got a couple of reasons listed. Number one, it's the word I'm gonna use. The hate that the black community has lived through over the decades. All right. I'm not saying everyone didn't make it through, but there has been a war on the black community. So let me delve down into that. So in history, during slavery times, we know the way that these slave owners destroyed the black families of the slaves was to separate the family, one. Two, humiliate the father in front of the family. Basically creating weak, I hate saying it, but weak-minded men, which what's the word I'm looking for? That it's that teaching, that misery, that mindset was
brainwashing,
embedded into our blood. So it's been passed down from generation to generation. Now, not everybody has it, but it's there. So that's one thing, that the weak-mindedness. So when times get tough, dude's like, oh, I'm out. I don't need this. You can have the kids. I'm gone.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing. Second thing is for those strong-minded men, they just snuffed us out left and right. They just took us out. Every new decade, every new generation, they found a new way to do it. Slavery, beat him till he died. Jim Crow, we lynching him. War on drugs, oh, if we're not shooting them on the street, we putting them in jail.
Mm-hmm.
And even more so now, you got the Eric Garners of the world.
Rest in peace.
So that's how I look at it. It's just different ways of trying to snuff out the black man. That's really why we have all these single mothers out there. All these different aspects all fed into the single mother of the black community. That's what fed into it. Actually, to be honest with you, it's the single mother of the black and brown community, because if people actually do their history, yeah, they black too. So stop playing.
Yeah, that's why I never say black and brown. You're black. I don't. It's cool how you feel. You want to, brown pride, but it's like, let's keep it G, bro. You black, like that's why I don't say. That's why I don't take it there. I don't even.
We just have different shades.
Yeah,
Man, I can line up. It's crazy. I can line up my family, and you can see someone of every damn hue, from light to dark.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now. But that's no here nor there. Back to the original question. But yeah, no, seriously, all those things funnel into making the family dynamic in black homes different. So you have the weak-minded men that got passed down and be like, "Oh, I'm giving up. I don't know if I can deal with this. Leave their wives, baby mamas, girlfriends, whatever alone to live and fend for their kids." Then you have a black man being snuffed out in the community, being put into jails, not getting out. The kids all grown. The kids don't have no respect for them. They don't know what a real father is. They don't have a real example. So it gets passed down the next generation also. So it's all these different aspects that lead to the single mom population, right?
Mm.
But I would like to say this, though. There are those strong-minded individuals, especially and I think I'm more so talking about our generations that I've seen. Even if them and their mom is not together, these days, I'm starting to see more black dads with their kids.
Mm.
But we don't talk about it.
We don't.
Because they don't want the world to know that a black man is doing a great job raising his kids. Look, it took
Man, shout out to JP, man. Fuck that.
Of course.
Fuck that, man.
JP holding it down. Everything that he does for his girls. And if and the reason I appreciate JP is because he ain't putting the money before his daughters.
Mm-mm.
And let's say if there's a conflict, he's going to look for the best situation for his daughters before he make a move. JP don't rock like that, man. Like JP could get called on the house. He'd be like, "Yo, hold on. Let me see what's the situation with my daughters first. I got to make sure that they're good, they're okay." And that's when JP talk to his mom, see if his mom could do it. Talk to baby mama, of course, see if she can do it. Talk to Derek, to talk to her parents to see if they can do it. And then reach out to sisters, cousins, friends. Shoot, JP called me. Hey, yo, Mike, can you help me out? Of course, man. Will you do this? Of course, I got you. Any day of the week. And anybody's trying to do right by their daughters. Okay in my book, especially if you're a black man. Because they don't try to be giving us credit out here.
Anything you could think of off the top of your head, man, that you need to address for mamas?
Mamas. Dear mamas, for some of you, this ain't all of you, stop babying your sons. Yo, bro, I'm dead serious, yo. Stop babying your sons, man.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
Because that's another reason why we making some, I hate saying it, but worthless men out here, bro. They wanted to be weighted on hand and foot, man.
Spicy. Go ahead, bro.
Bruh, I'm about to pull out the Christian bag real quick, man. I'm about to pull out the Christian bag. So y'all know I was on this live earlier this year, and I was talking about conversation, and the scripture was brought up. I believe it was Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22 to 33.
Low.
And basically the gist of this passage that people don't realize, the gist of this passage is speaking on how a man is the leader of his household and a wife basically submitting to their husband. And I know women don't like to hear the word submit, but it's because people only take part of the passage and run with it instead of actually giving you the full understanding of it. So now, the reason why I brought that up is, mothers, if you babying your son, you're not teaching him to be a leader of his household. Now, let me get to this point real quick. Now, when I say a leader don't lead by talking and telling people what to do. A leader, a real true leader, leads by example. So when I got asked that question, I said I'd rather lead by example, meaning I don't like barking orders. So when people say, are you the leader of your household? If you're not leading by example, and if you're not willing to do anything that you ask someone else to do in your household, you ain't a real leader, bro. So mama, stop babying your sons, because they're not going to be leaders in the household if they're going to be weighted hand and foot. Look, I'm not saying every man should cook, but they should be able to know how to cook. Any man don't know how to live on his own, toss that to the wayside, bro. Because if you expect your lady to do everything for you, you ain't a real leader. hands down. And if you Christian, you ain't following that scripture to the right way, bro. Because in my book, the leader is an example and a servant first before they bark orders.
Man, I ain't got nothing to say. I'm not following that up. You crazy? No, I'm good. Nah. I guess the only beef I got with that is you said they're not a Christian if they're not following that. And I think you're right. I think you're not a follow the anointed one though, but you know, we'll get into that argument again later.
Oh, come on, bro. Come on, bro. You know what I mean by that.
Damn, man. That you dropped a bomb on that one, man. I don't even know where to go from there. I mean, that's real. It's we know a few. We know a few. They're not around us, but we know a few. We also got to speak about them young boys that take advantage of their mom.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know your mama do this, and that. So I'm gonna do it because my mama take care of it. You telling your girl, oh, don't worry about it. You ain't gonna do X, Y, and Z. My mama take care of it. I'm like, yo, that's weird, bro. That's incest, is it not? Well, I'm not talking about that.
Look. In that same passage that I said, the line is also in there about leaving and cleaving to your wife, bro.
Yeah.
Come on now. That passage is also in there. You're supposed to leave your family. It didn't say forget about them. It didn't say not love them. But you're supposed to leave your family that you can lead yours. And to my independent women out there, I know y'all over here going saying, oh, why he got to be the leader? Why he got to do this, and that? Look, in the scriptures, and basically, if you actually just look at how we were made and created, it also directs the man to love his wife. All right, that's a command for us. We have to love our wife because we have to learn to love our wife. For you guys to love us, it's easy for you guys. It's easy. It's easy off the rip. That's why you guys are always so nurturing and bringing up the kids. And I'm not trying to go into traditional aspects of mother, father, and all this good stuff, but it's just what is. Like if you do studies, it don't matter if you are part of the LGBTQ community or just a cisgender woman or male. You'll see that these traits don't really change much. These traits really don't change much. Females are very nurturing. Hands down. So, to my independent women, it's not saying that you can't do the things in your household that you need to do. Every marriage is different. So you have to find what works for you. All right? That's just my tidbit on that. But to go back, yeah, man, it's don't take advantage of your mom, and sons don't maybe your mom. And then to add to that, moms don't berate your daughters because they're not doing everything that you you did or you want them to do.
Oh shit. Fuck that. I'm gonna go in.
Go ahead, bro. I lined it up. Go ahead.
Mamas. He spoke about the son. No problem. Let's speak about the unspoken war. Do not be jealous of your daughter because she's young, she's pretty, she's getting the attention, and she's doing the things that you didn't get to do, or she's doing it better than you did at your age. That was the point of having her. It's something that I notice as a man. I notice that occasionally, from time to time, I catch the mama rolling her eyes at her daughter.
Mm.
Like, little girl, you ain't all that. Like, it's not a I hate you. It's a slight. Oh, who she thinks she is. I think that's just a woman thing. But again, I'm a man. I don't understand that. I never will understand a woman. Let me be perfectly clear.
We'll
But
try
I
to.
do. Yeah, I'm good on that. But I do notice that. I do notice that a lot of mothers, it's like an unspoken war, man. It's like, why do you have a problem with your child excelling? And it's not all the time. It's like a maybe 5% of the 100%, but it's there and it's unspoken. Because I really don't think that fathers and sons have that issue. Because when a son do something great, you like, hell yeah, yeah, boy, that's me, yeah, you lit. But sometimes I see with the mothers, they kind of like look at them and they be like I've actually seen uh women that were raised in a single parent household that successfully get married, right? Their version of success anyway. They will get married, they will have a daughter, the father will stay, the father will be in their life, and they will low key be jealous of the daughter because the daughter now has a mom and a dad, something that she never had. Bro,
Mm.
it's so profound, bro. I really be seeing this stuff. So we got to throw that out there too. So I got for that.
Yeesh. Another deep, profound point. Now this episode's called Dear Mama, right? It's not an episode about bashing mamas. It's
Mhm.
just about us speaking on what we see and what we would like our communities to do better. Right? Even though we touched on some of our past experiences, some of our past traumas with our parent from with our mother, this episode was more so to open eyes, to get you to speak on things that you wouldn't have spoke on before, to understand other people's point of views, to take a deeper look inside with your relationship with your mother and actually think, am I honoring her the way I should? Is our relation healthy? Do I need some time to figure stuff out on my own to understand why we work the way we do? Just ask those questions and develop a better relationship with your mother, man. Just think about like this. There's individuals like me who will not have that opportunity to even question my mom on certain things. That was all taken away. So I'm never gonna have that moment to think back and be like, am I honoring my mom? Even though I do still think about it, because even with her not being here, she's not here physically, but she is here spiritually and around me and my siblings, like the neighborhood therapist has said earlier. So, guys, just take the moment, appreciate your mom, and if she's still living, give her flowers now. Don't wait. Give her flowers now, and always give her flowers. It don't have to be Mother's Day. Don't have to be her birthday. It could just be a normal day. Be like, yo, mom, I appreciate everything that you've done and everything that you continue to do. And then if you have that issue with your mom, we need to sit down and talk and get this settled, because I don't like this uneasy feeling between us.
Hmm.
Have anything to add, bro?
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna go ahead and head into our marketing and mental health, but we're gonna do it a little bit differently. Um, so since this is Dear Mama, I need you to pin a verbal letter to your mom as we sign off. Start it off with Dear Mama.
I have to do a verbal letter right now.
The verbal letter to your mom, signing off right now.
Dear mama, I know you physically haven't been here over the last 15 to 17 years, but I hope I'm making you proud. I I do my best to honor you in everything that I do and everything that I've touched. I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to see you one day. Trying to join you up there. And I couldn't ask for a better mother. The short little time that I had you, the impact that you had on me will never go away. Love you, Mom. Mike.
That's respect. That's love, man. I appreciate you for that.
Of course, bro.
I just I wanted you to get that out, man, because I'm around you a lot, bro, and you don't speak on it enough. So, I just feel like that will help. So
Yeah, man.
to share in that solidarity, I'm gonna do mine.
All right.
Okay? Dear Mama, I know I act the fool, but I'll be gone till November. Let me stop. All seriousness, dear Mama. For real, I know I act a fool, but you have taught me extremely well. You have raised somebody that is a young man going on 84. But that's a wonderful thing because I have years and years of wisdom that my peers cannot tap into because I was raised by you. That's saying a lot. Not too many people that could say, oh, I'm Lily P's daughter, Lily P's son. That carries weight. No matter what they tell you, you are beautiful. You are God's creation. You are everything. And it don't matter what you thinking and what you assuming. Your son loves you. I will die for you. And I have no problem bringing harm to somebody that try to violate you. Because you taught your son not to mince his words, say what he mean, and mean what he say. 10 toes down. And only you could do that. So I appreciate you. I don't know how you made the meals happen, but you did. I don't know how you kept a roof over our head, but you did. I appreciate you for raising those sisters of mine, as rambunctious as they are, as outgoing as they are. I appreciate you for them because now I can raise a daughter up and they got two popping role models to look at. And then you being the real model, the originator, spreading that love to my sisters so that they can go from being role models to being real models. And now my daughter got 3 real models to look at. I appreciate you. I love you. I cherish you. And the neighborhood therapist is you. Love you.
Respect, bro. To the listeners, we appreciate y'all rocking with us, listening to us all this time. Season 2 has been an eye-opening experience for the both of us. We talk about it all the time, and we don't do this to make money. We don't do this to be rich and famous, like people like to say. I think we do this because we want to help educate and help show that brothers from certain circumstance can do their thing and not have to sit in that same circumstance all day life. And that you can do it too. You have the power, you have the ability, and you have the wherewithal to do it. So thank you for listening. Continue listening. This is Mike B checking out. I don't know if the therapist got something to say to add on to that, but I'm going to just say I'll see y'all next week.
Live on, live long. Be blessed.
Kiko got them beats, baby.